Hi, I'm Dave Cyderbaby. This is for Rock Radio UK, and today I am speaking to DJ from 13 Doors. Hello.
Or XIII Doors.
Yeah, I didn't know how
As some
quite
people
how
say.
to introduce you. I thought, no, it's definitely 13 Doors. So,
Yeah, 13. A
Right.
well-educated man.
Yes, well, we have spoken before, haven't we?
Yeah, we have, yeah. It was a good
Yes,
while ago. That was probably September last year, was it?
I was thinking that earlier. It must have been September.
Yeah,
Yeah, 6 months.
yeah, because we released the first song in September, so I'd say it was
Yeah,
it was somewhere around then.
yeah. That's when you were harassing me with the emails.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
It worked. It worked.
It worked. Well, it was a bloody good single, I've got to say. So
Thank you very much.
it's not often you get like bands that haven't got PR doing it themselves, all themselves,
Mm.
but produce such a high caliber track. Does that make
Oh,
sense?
thank you. Yeah, thank you
Um,
very much.
yeah. Normally, there's when it's all DIY, like when they send in tracks like that, you can either hear it in the production, or you could, or maybe the songwriting's not quite so good. You very rarely, sort of like one in 10, I'd say,
Mm.
are really top caliber tracks coming from like a DIY band like yourselves. And I had to reach out back then because it was utterly brilliant.
Thank you very much.
Well, it's not only
Appreciate it.
just me, because a lot of the other DJs and hosts on the radio station all picked up on it as well. So
I was chatting to Chris recently, actually. Yeah, he was asking me for any new tracks coming out.
yeah, you got to watch him. Yeah, you really have. You got to watch him. He'll
Dodgy
take
stock.
he'll take the shirt off your back as well.
Granny
But
doesn't know where I live yet.
yeah, give it time. He's probably stalking you now. There may well be a restraining order in the pipeline as we speak.
That's okay.
Yeah.
We can deal with that.
Anyway, you've got a new single right now. The third single, Face the Truth.
We do, yeah, yeah. The third one out. So we had in the meantime we released Unleash the Beast in December,
Yeah.
which is it's kind of a more Alice in Chainsy kind of a track rather than the first one was almost poppy.
Yeah.
The second one then I think we kind of went a bit more grungy, a bit more alternative with it.
Yeah.
And then this third one, I don't know, I haven't heard from people yet, but I think it kind of blends both.
It
It's kind
does.
of a metal-ish kind of verses, and then the chorus kind of becomes a bit poppier again.
Yeah, because you've got the well, I hesitate to say pop melodies in the chorus,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
yeah,
It is though.
yeah. I mean, so are you writing on the hoof now? Are you just like saying, right, we'll write this one, we'll put it out, or have you got a back catalogue of music that you're drawing from?
No, we've 8 of them done, fully recorded. Though a lot haven't all been mixed and mastered yet, but there's 8 tracks that are
Okay.
pretty much ready to go. So I mean, the only reason we're kind of staggering them is just the way the world is nowadays. I don't think it's not like the '70s where you could put out an album and put out another album in 6 months. Now it's like, here's a single. Oh yeah, bit of attention. Here's a single. Okay, we'll grab your attention for 5 minutes. It's kind of,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know, you have to be in people's faces now the whole time with
Yeah.
social
I
media
get
and
that. Yeah.
mm, you know it
So
well yourself. So you have to be on the
yeah.
ball all the time.
Yeah, I had some posts deleted from Facebook because apparently I was spamming the other day.
Oh,
No,
were you?
doubtless I was.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Absolutely was, but what can you do?
that Monty Python sketch was just spam, spam, spam all across the screen.
Yeah, yeah, that's pretty much my Facebook feed for one day. Right, well, let's talk about the song. We just briefly touched about it. Face the Truth. Just tell me
Mm.
about the song.
Face the truth, the riff, the kind of the general core of the song was around for a long, long time. I had that riff. That's probably one of the oldest. That's probably, I'd say, the intro riff, the kind of main riff's around since 2016, 2017.
Mm,
I tried a couple of different kind of ideas with the verses that didn't really work. The chorus came together quite quickly. We ended up actually writing a lot of that and the harmonies and stuff while recording the vocals.
yeah,
So kind of had like an initial melody, and then the song kind of grew from that. So even in the studio, we rewrote the verses, rewrote the melodies for the verses. Um, yeah, kind of, yeah, took it apart really and kept the best bits and got rid of the bits that weren't so good.
okay, okay. So we've released a single now. It's out on every platform now, I believe, as well.
I hope so. I think so. Yeah, and
Yeah.
we'll have a music video out in a couple of weeks' time then as well. So
Oh, brilliant.
a few
You
final touches.
you got you did quite chart quite highly when it first released in the iTunes chart, didn't you?
In the iTunes chart, sorry, you cut
Yeah.
out there for a sec.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Sorry.
it went to number one there on the main chart, which was mad. You know, whatever about the metal chart and the rock chart, but we skipped up above Beyonce there for a while. So you know, nice to
Definitely
see that
doing.
people are interested in it.
Yeah. Well, you've obviously picked up some followers along the way.
Yeah, like the Facebook page has been growing really well. You know, we're 3,000 followers on that now, which is mad. Um,
Yeah, that's pretty
Instagram is
good.
kind of slow. You know, a couple of hundred there. Twitter, I just don't get started on Twitter.
Or X
But
as
yeah,
it
no,
is now.
it's yeah, yeah, it's growing. It's growing. Everything is kind of growing, and we've been lucky along the way. You know, everybody. We've had a lot of help from a lot of different people, and even Joe Elliott played the first single on his Planet Rock show for us.
Okay.
So luckily through a friend, there's a friend of mine. I don't know. You're familiar with the Horslips, the Irish
I've
band?
heard of them, but I don't know them. But yeah,
So Johnny Fiend from the Horslips, who's a Shannon man here as well. His brother used to play with Joe Elliott back in the day in the '80s in a band,
right.
and he was able to kind of go, Joe, have a listen. So that definitely helped. We got quite a few followers from that alone. Even the fact that he was putting his name on it and saying, you know, this isn't shit.
Yeah. Maybe a support slot for Def Leppard on the next tour is on the
Well,
cards.
fingers crossed.
Well, talking about gigs then, I mean, what's coming up?
So we have a gig this day next week in Limerick, the Siege of Limerick. It's kind of a biannual metal festival.
Right.
So it'll be our first time playing at it, but I went into it last October, and it's just you have to kind of see it to believe it. Just a sea of black t-shirts everywhere. It's open from 12 in the day to 12 or 1 in the morning,
Yeah.
with kids and all going around during the day, like little, you know, 4 and 5 year olds with the big ear defenders on. It's brilliant. It really is a
Yeah.
well run kind of thing.
Excellent.
So
So,
we've got that coming up. We have a couple of shows in the UK into the summer.
oh,
Um, I don't know if I'm allowed to announce them yet, so I won't.
nobody
I'll
listens. Nobody listens.
wait
It's
until
fine.
we're given the green light. But
So, yeah,
that's
can we? What can
July, I
we?
think.
July. So roughish area.
North.
Damn
We've got there's a yeah
it.
yeah north for
Okay.
now.
Okay. Okay. So we'll have to talk off here and see if I can get you to come down this way a little bit.
Mm. I was going to say we've a couple of nights to fill along the way, so if there's anywhere down your kind of direction that we'd be more than happy to come down.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. We'll talk. Let's talk. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll send you on a couple of dates.
All right. Right. So, excuse me. We've covered the new single. We've covered a few gigs that are possibly coming up. So, what is happening in the 13 Doors camp other than this? Then,
Other than that, to be honest with you, it's kind of straight into the next single release. We're already kind of looking at mixing that, getting the artwork done.
yeah.
You know, by the time one comes out, you've weeks of work to do to get the next one out. So at the minute it's kind of just looking at mixing the next one, deciding which one the next one is first,
Yeah. Yeah.
mixing that. You know, we're going to try and do a music video for every single one of the songs. So coming
Okay.
up with something which isn't, standing in a warehouse again.
Yeah.
We're trying to make it a bit different.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
yeah. Other than that, we're just kind of again trying to build it and reach out to people, try and get people to play it across the world, and
Mm.
and that's kind of it. It's the
I
tough
mean,
slog part of
oh,
it.
it is. It is. I
Yeah,
do
yeah.
feel for guys like yourselves because it's sometimes feel like a thankless task just to keep plugging away, keep plugging away. You don't know
Yeah.
who's taking notice of it. But having said, when
Well,
you
I only
got,
had to send you 47 emails. Like by the 48th email I sent you, then you were like, you know what, we'll give this a spin.
I didn't look in my spam box. I'm sorry. Yeah, I've got to say I picked up on the first one. So yeah. Um, uh, I mean, 3,000 followers on Facebook though in the short time. I mean, 6 months.
Mm,
A lot of bands
yeah,
would
yeah,
kill for that in 2 years.
yeah. It's amazing. Like I don't know where it's come out of.
Mm,
Um, a lot of Portuguese fans, strangely. There's more. I
really?
think there's more Portuguese than UK. It's mostly Irish people. It's a
Yeah,
small scene here. I think
yeah.
once you start anything in Ireland, everybody knows about it.
Well,
But
yeah. So I think there's a Facebook group called Irish Metalheads or something like that, and
yeah,
your name
yeah,
keeps popping up every so often because I'm a member as well.
yeah,
Obviously
which
not
I'm
Irish.
absolutely. It's kind of mad to see. To be
Yeah.
honest with you. No, I post myself in there as well. A bit of shameless self promotion, but it is. It's mad to see other people posting about it and kind of thinking, sure, I'm just a gobshite here from Shannon.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it must be really weird because people are talking. There is a certain buzz about the band, so you're doing something right.
Yeah, I mean, like we're just trying to write good songs, try and mix them well, try and get them. We've Brad Blackwood is mastering them for us over in the States.
Okay.
Um, so he does a lot of the kind of the Alter Bridge type bands, Mammoth and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And he was very helpful again as well. He's really, really nice fellow to work with and deal with. So we're trying to do it. You know, I want it to be music that I would want to listen to. That
Yeah.
sort of a way.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, just trying to do it like that.
Okay. Okay. So, I mean, like you've mentioned Bridge and Mammoth as a similar sounding kind of bands to yourself. I mean, I assume the influences are from that sort of from all of you in the
Yeah,
band.
yeah. I'm a bit of a strange one. I kind of listen to everything.
Okay.
Like growing up in my house was a lot of Simon and Garfunkel. My dad plays guitar. He kind of
Right.
taught me how to play. So there's a lot of Simon and Garfunkel, James Taylor, Cat Stevens kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Um, then yeah, I mean, a huge fan of the likes of Alter Bridge and Alice in Chains. Um, Not ashamed to say that that's where a lot of the sound comes from. A
Mm.
lot of the riffs and the harmonies, and those kind of bands, I suppose, around that. Like you said, Mammoths, they're kind of in that sort of sphere. Mammoth Slash, that kind of
Yeah.
sound.
Yeah.
And there's a few songs coming up. I'm big into kind of world music. There's sitar on one of the tracks and
All
an
right.
oud hanging up here beside me, and I listen to a lot of stuff.
Okay, that could be interesting going around on stage, just
Yeah, yeah,
bringing.
I know. I was thinking of the logistics of it. Oh, Jesus, the bazooki, the oud. Oh, who's going to restring it?
Well, yeah, you just have to get your minions to do it. Yeah. Okay. Right. So where do you see yourselves in the next 6 months? I mean, we've got three singles out now. You're obviously working on a fourth one that's in the pipeline.
Yeah, yeah.
So when you mark like the 1 year anniversary of 13 Doors in September since like the first release,
Mm,
where do you see yourselves?
that's a good question. Good, deep, philosophical question to think about, isn't it?
Yes, I do come up with them every occasion, very occasionally. Yeah, I can't answer them myself, but
Yeah, but just throw them out in the world.
yeah, I mean, that's not my
Someone will
job in
have
the
an
world to
answer.
answer them. Somebody will have an answer.
To be honest, I'm not sure. I'm happy with the way we're going. Just build it
Mm,
slowly. If something big came along, if we got asked to do support for somebody, or that'd be amazing.
yeah.
Not holding my breath for anything like that. But we're just going to keep powering on at what we're doing. Keep releasing music.
Mm,
There will be an album,
right.
which the next couple of months is kind of the plan.
Right.
To just
Okay.
kind of plan that out and yeah. I mean, if it was the dream, it'd be opening for Def Leppard or something. But,
Yeah.
that might
Yeah.
be 7 months. That might be 8 months down the line instead of six.
Okay. Yeah. Well, yeah. I haven't heard a tour being announced yet, so there's still time.
Because yeah, better dig
Um,
out the emails quick.
yeah. 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 Just keep plugging away like you're doing. Are you going to take on management, or are you going to do it all yourselves for now? Or
That would be an ecumenical matter, Ted. Yeah, we're not sure at the minute. If the right fit came along, if there
yeah.
was somebody that it seemed like would work with us and we would work with them. Again, at the end of the day, for those kind of guys, it's a business, so it has to make sense for them financially.
Mm, mm,
It would have to make sense for us financially. So the answer is yes if it worked.
right.
I'm assuming that will be the case at some stage down the line.
Yeah, I suppose promoters, just getting in contact with the various promoters and just selling
Yeah,
your wares to those guys
yeah,
is
yeah.
going to be the
That's
first step.
kind of how it's been going so far.
Mm.
Or emailing Daves that run radio stations and seeing how it goes.
You shouldn't do it. You shouldn't really do it. Okay. Well, I think I'll take it up enough for your time on this Sunday evening because I believe the weather is nice and sunny or really dry and
Beautiful.
great
Oh,
out there.
beautiful here. Yeah.
Yeah.
The west of Ireland famed for its beautiful weather,
Yeah. Yeah. Is that suntan or is that rust or is it?
yeah. Yeah, I've only noticed how red I am. I was down in the sauna about an hour ago.
Oh, right.
Yeah, not
Okay.
a suntan. Yeah. Yeah. Certainly not a suntan out there anyway, no.
Oh,
Well,
well.
I think we're due a week of sun though, February 2027 or something like that. So we're holding out for that.
Okay. Yeah. Mark it in your diary.
It's only around the corner. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Soon
Brilliant.
enough.
DJ, it's been a pleasure. Thank you very
Dave,
much.
thank you very much. Thanks for all the support.